When it comes to forcible entry, there are some fancy methods that may work, but nothing comes close to the constant reliability of an axe and a Halligan. At Iowa American Rescue, we developed our idea of what would best serve the needs of firefighters that want an economical way to build those skills, and there is no better place to demonstrate that than Malvin Works Firefighting Tool Company. Fred Malvin has been in the business of firefighting tools for decades and is the genius behind many of the fire service's most effective truck company tools and the most sought-after Halligan bars in the country.
From my standpoint, one of the nice things about the Iowa American prop is that it's not one thing 100 times. It's not the same every time you go out and use it. It's got built-in variability that allows you to change. You can have metal, you can have wood in it, you can have thin, you can have thick. It's adaptable to bringing in your own doors, if you will. Certainly, in our experience, it's got the authenticity of a real door, and that strikes me as being pretty important. So that's something I really like. There, it's a gateway to experiencing use of other tools, not just the event in itself. For people who not only do training in-house, but also do training on the road as part of a consultancy or something like that, the ability to load this thing in your pickup and move it down the road without sacrificing it back at the station or in different settings, that's very distinctive of the product. Even if you're out at a training burn, you can have it in several different functions on the same event, and that's not easily done. I mean, even a couple of trainers can pick it up and slide it across and get it built into a scenario or get it as a standalone event. I think durability is something everybody's concerned about. For me, durability is it goes beyond just the physical durability of it. It also goes to the intellectual durability of it. Is it going to be a prop that people can come back to time after time and feel like they're learning something new from it? I mean, everything's got its limits, but the fact that the limits aren't on what you can experience, that to me is a really positive feature, a totally unique part of the approach that the prop has. Yeah, I'm really eager to take a look at it in use and see how it responds to the kinds of training events that the training evolutions that you'd ask someone to use it on. It looks to me like it's got the guts to take it.
All right, so here we are out with the door. I'm just going to walk around and show you some of the features and some of the ways that we feel we've improved on forcible entry doors. So this is kind of typical that you would see on any forcible entry door prop. You got the door that's hung on the hinges here. We've got some pretty stout hinges that are welded up. For this model, I built the door myself. This comes as a kit, obviously, where you're buying the metal parts. You'd be responsible for building your own door or going out, finding a building that's getting torn down, maybe talk to them, see if you can get a solid core door or a steel door. We've used all kinds. This is just what I did for this one. We've been through several doors. Typically the hinges, we only need 2 of them. It's pretty strong. I did the 3rd one on there just because when you buy the door kit, it comes with everything you need for 2 doors, so the inside and the outside here. And then there's a backer plate that I'll show you on the back side. We went away from using lags. We originally used lag bolts on the first door that we did. We added a backing plate, which added a little bit of extra time and materials, but we think it's worth it to be able to really sandwich that door on there, add to the longevity of the prop. So one of the features that I enjoy the most, and that was kind of the biggest addition for us, was adding the lock set here, where you can actually clamp down on the wood lath or the 1-bys that you use. This has been a night and day difference for us. What this means, very simply, is that you no longer have to use wood wedges to add resistance to the door. So no more wedges. We can clamp this down, and I'll just do one of the clamps here. These are completely off. We're locked down with one. It's not going anywhere. And then as you can see also, this comes standard with all the props. You get a top and a middle set. So you can run most of the trainings with the middle set, but as you start to build proficiency, or maybe as you get some more experienced members, you can add the top lock and really increase the difficulty for those that have moved on to the more advanced skill set. Yeah, so that's not going anywhere. Obviously for the added resistance, I can clamp down and we're gonna make it that much harder. So these are really easy. I'm clamped down solid. Just a few turns here. Pull that out, slide in my next one. And we're ready to go for our next rep. So down on the bottom of the door, we wanted a way to build in some extra strength without necessarily adding to the footprint of the door. So when we build these, we actually put them through a press and we bend that metal to give it a little corrugation there. We found that that really adds to the strength of the door and gives us a more robust prop without having to add to necessarily the time or the amount of money it takes us to build these. There's many different ways that you can secure the prop. We've chosen to use 2x10s. We find that that's a pretty good option. I can go to the hardware store and I can buy a 12-foot long 2x10, cut that in half, and I've got what I need for the base. These bolt on right here, and then when we're done, tilt this into the back of a pickup truck, unscrew these, and one person can do this by themselves. All right, so like I mentioned before, when you buy the kit, you get everything you need for 2 doors. We've only got one on there now just for what we're doing today. You can see the back side of the actual lock side comes ready to go. It comes with the screws that you need to tighten that down. And then another feature that we found just from using these quite a bit, we use the bar stock here that we use to do the door jamb. Instead of running a constant bead of weld down, we've done just enough that we know this is going to stay on there. But the thought is, if you really wear this out, which, you know, after several years we haven't done that yet, but in the future, if this gets worn out, you can cut these, replace it, and then re-weld on a new piece. So there's 2 ways of securing the door to the actual door prop. You can use lag bolts or you can through bolt them. We've had a lot more success with through bolting. That did require us to create some backing plates for the hinges, and you can see that here. So it comes with enough to do 2 doors again, and then this also comes with all the hardware that you need. So we're able to screw that on, secure that. Again, just from personal experience, we've been good with just 2 of the hinges. We added a 3rd one on there just because that's what the door comes with.
Wedge. Okay. Straight.
So here we're going to demonstrate the strength of this prop. Again, we've got 2 locking mechanisms that comes just with the normal cost of it. But here we're gonna have the extra challenge. We're gonna have both of them locked down real tight, and you'll see how we're able to teach the systematic approach to forcible entry, where we're gonna have to be using wedges, we're gonna have to recapture our progress, and we'll have to call for a bar to get some extra mechanical advantage here.
Straight. 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 Bar. Wedge. Bar.
So if you're interested in purchasing one of these doors for your fire department, training academy, or even if a group of firefighters want to get together, it's economically priced enough that you could do that. Or if you're interested in retailing these for Iowa American Rescue, send us an email at info@iarescue.com or visit our website, iarescue.com.